I've been digging through forums, repair shops, and tons of real owner experiences to bring you, straight up, the most common issues with the Jeep Grand Cherokee between 2005 and 2010. One of the most frequent problems in these models involves the ignition system and related electrical issues, especially in versions with smart key systems or push-button start. Many users on forums like Edmunds and Reddit complain that the engine either won't start or randomly shuts off. Some report having to jiggle the key multiple times or even disconnect the battery to get it going again. In most cases, the culprit is a faulty ignition module or the total integrated power module, a smart fuse box that controls nearly everything in the vehicle. Jeep acknowledged some of these problems and released technical service bulletins for certain years. The most common fix is to replace the TIPM, or in milder cases, update the system software, though neither option is exactly cheap. Another widely discussed issue is excessive oil consumption in the V8 HEMI engines, especially the 5.7-liter version. Several owners mention needing to check oil levels every couple of weeks because it drops without any visible leaks. On Jeep owner forums, some drivers note that the issue becomes more noticeable after the 100,000-mile mark. Possible causes include premature wear of piston rings and faulty PCV valves. Although Jeep didn't issue a major recall over this, later models reportedly came with redesigned pistons. The best recommendation is to perform more frequent oil changes, use high-quality synthetic oil, and monitor oil levels regularly. A very common issue that affects both comfort and safety is the suspension system, particularly the stabilizer bar bushings and front-end components. Drivers on sites like Jeep Garage report clunking noises, metallic rattles, and a general feeling of instability when going over bumps or taking tight turns. In many cases, the root cause is cracked bushings, worn-out ball joints, or shock absorbers that no longer do their job. These parts tend to wear out early, especially if the vehicle has been driven on rough terrain. The solution is to replace the worn components with higher quality aftermarket parts or even heavy-duty upgrades. Some mechanics also recommend more frequent inspections of the front suspension on these models. AC system failures are also very common, particularly due to problems with the blend door actuator, which regulates cabin temperature. Many users complain that only hot air comes out, or that there's a noticeable temperature difference between the driver's and passenger's sides. This issue is so common it's practically a trademark of Grand Cherokees from this generation. The cause is usually a small internal motor that either fails or loses calibration. Jeep never issued a recall for this, but specialized repair shops are very familiar with the fix. Repairing it often requires removing part of the dashboard and replacing the actuator, which can be labor-intensive, even if the part itself isn't that expensive. Finally, we can't leave out the automatic transmission problems, especially in 4R4 versions. Some drivers report jerky shifts, delays between gears, or the transmission getting stuck in a single gear. On forums like Jeep Forum, users say these issues often show up intermittently, which makes diagnosis tricky. In many cases, it comes down to faulty sensors, worn solenoids, or even issues with the transmission control module. Jeep released some technical bulletins and software updates, but they don't always solve the problem permanently. The most effective fix is usually replacing the valve body, or in more severe cases, a full transmission rebuild.